Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 The Great War with me, Alpha Pi Omega, and the Sublime Ottoman State. So in the previous episode we've actually ended with an amazing achievement where we've circumvented all of the units that are in this area. We've broken through, taken their supply hubs, and now we are repelling them in their attack. We're also sending heavy reinforcements here, 80 divisions that are over here that are coming to support this area because we'll have way more supply in here now. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what we could do here. It would be great if we could push continuously, but I don't want to overextend. So we're actually going to chill a little bit, try to set everything in here before these units arrive, and then we're going to advance. Other than that, we have secured the Sudan front, and we also have reinforced the Eritrean front. There was actually a suggestion that you guys made for us to push down here. Now, it seems that they have vacated the tanks, because with the forts that we have built here, the attack from their side makes no sense, and it would thus make much more sense for us to attack on them. So I'm considering that we're going to do it once we're done in the north. But he also suggested that we do it when there were the tanks there. And guys, I mean, look, the units now have a hard attack of 9.5. The tanks have a defense easily in the 200s, and have a soft attack of about 100 to 200 depending on how many there would be. It would be a massacre. Until we get anti-tank weapons, attacking divisions with tanks is basically a suicide for most units. So that's the reason why I haven't been pushing in Eritrea. Also, there's a very bad ratio of, they have 2 provinces, we have 1. So any kind of attack would be very hard to pull off. And it's just going to open another front for us that's full of deserts and mountains and bad supply. So, you know, whatever we do here, it's not great, you know. I want to do it, but just, you know, it's not a priority for now. What I wanted to actually start with today was looking at our economy compared to other great powers, because we haven't checked that in a while. So we as the Ottoman Empire have 54 civilian factories and 36 military factories and 6 dockyards. Germany has 93 civilian and 109 military. Alright, so they get about double civilian and 3 times military. France has maybe a little less civilian factories and a little bit more military. Alright. Soviet Russia. Oh my god, Russia is cooked. But Soviet Russia is about our strength. Maybe a little weaker. What about Austria? 25 and 13 and 21 20. Okay, so Austria-Hungary is a little bit weaker than we are. So is Italy. So we're not doing all that bad. Big question is, when the big bad joins the war, it's gonna be a tilt shift. And what about United Kingdom? 84 and 66. Yeah. Well, the economies of the nations is pretty interesting, so we're just going to continue building and doing our best in this regard. So that's the only thing that we can do. We've also added another factory to the infantry equipment, so hopefully the production is going to keep increasing. We're almost at 30, and we're working on machine tools now. Stainless steel is going to be switched to the concentrated industry, which is going to give us another bonus, so I just hope that's how it's going to go. Alright, with that said, let's unpause and see the aftermath over here. Yeah, it will try to stop us from further advancing here. These are mountains, these are hills. Where's this going, actually? Not great for them, but also not great for us. Why are you claiming that we're losing this? I don't want them to actually take... Well, we might actually have to push forward if we are to do anything here. Right, so we get stainless steel, which is a prerequisite to the excavation. But not what we want to do now. Let's go with the concentrated industry 4. Keeping the key points in our industry close to each other increases the impact of those concentrated sites. I would have expected us to make short work of them. Oh, and we're doing that actually. It's like we're not. Alright, you guys are here. Can we actually start attacking? We can, alright. So let's just keep at it. Because I would like to make sure that we can encircle them here. How far and how long will it take you to get here? I don't know where you're going. Alright, let's stop their attack. Can the cavalry take this one? Because that's a really nice border region. And from that one we could easily cut them off. So you guys can advance here. 5 days, alright, so that's not gonna happen, and we have no fuel, so we're basically not moving at any reasonable speed here. But the calf should be. Now they're already vacating their troops, to be quite honest, so whoever we encircle here is not gonna be doing well. Basically just stopping them. 10.9. 65. So the Marip can stop their attack here and can attack over here, joining this fight. The moment they get in there, these guys are just done for. But the whole idea to encircle them here and take this from them is falling apart. But if we can move a little bit further, it will work. Alright, and what happened here? Did we get another... Yes, so we need more field artillery again. Oh yeah, we're getting extremely close to being done. Also, we are extremely close to being done, because we have no political power left. It's crazy. Okay, now, 5 now. Come on, join that fight. Join that fight. Yeah, we're wasting our money here, but we really need to stop them from advancing. I mean, even if we, encircle a couple of divisions, it's gonna be fine. But I don't think that's gonna happen. They're actually moving almost all of their troops out. Could you just join? Yes, thank you very much. Finally. Alright, now it's a proper... Yeah, there's nobody gonna be left here. I would love it if we gained... these two guys, but it's just not happening. Alright, the cavalry made it through, which, as much fun as it seems, is not going to be enough. I'm sending you guys in there too, though. So that's the good news. At least a bunch of divisions would be great. Alright, so you guys are coming here. If you could connect like this, that would be still 4, 5, 6, 7 divisions, which is reasonable success. Have we already connected them? Not yet. But we are working on it. And we do have some semblance of how this should work. Alright, support equipment, how are we doing? Oh, we're actually in the green now. Nice. We have... Oh, okay. Now we're at war with the United States. Thought the game would give me a little bit more warning about that, but I guess not. So you guys might be a little bit more... a little bit more better in attack, a little bit worse in defense. We would do well probably to give you the Sturmtruppen. Well, the Great Encirclement is not so great anymore, but again, still 7 divisions. I'll take it. I'll take it. Algiers would be the next logical goal here, because that's the next supply hub. But that requires us to actually do this. Alright, nice. Alright, you just need to take this. And then you guys can go over there. And we'll have them. This will also allow us to actually reorganize our troops, because we have way too many of them here. So getting some better semblance of what's going on. Oh hey! Did they actually really move? No, that's not what I was trying to do. I'm trying to take Djibouti.
Emriniz. Hazırım.
Well, guys, I'm not getting anywhere. Do you know that, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, we got them. So you guys now have your border here and here. Oh snap, there's one more province that we need to take. Jesus. I thought we were done.
Püskürtüyoruz komutanım.
We're not, and you guys actually need to go there. But yeah, 7 divisions, that's actually pretty decent. That is a decent success. That will kind of jumpstart our activities in moving west even further. I'm happy that we have enough manpower. We have soon enough artillery pieces. We even do have enough infantry. So the whole situation in regards to our equipment is looking pretty good. We really just need mechanization. Oh, nice. So this is now a proper encirclement. So this is you guys. And I want to delete everyone else here. Let me just delete your plans. Your plans. And your plans. And while we're at it, actually, even your plans. You guys will go here, and now actually... You guys will hold on there. I'm thinking of using the cavalry to advance here as well. Like so. Because that ensures that these guys will now no longer advance. We can eliminate them in peace. You guys really need to go faster though. And I'm pretty sure we do not really have a good supply in this area, but we'll do our best to actually fix that. So you guys can actually go here. I think this is gonna be a relatively easy fight, yes. Start putting more pressure on them. And to start putting them to a certain place where we can control them. And yes, I am now absolutely certain that I'll take you guys. I'll actually create like you like so. I'll give you the stormtrooper divisions. And even like to give you the light armored recon, but we do not have enough. Yeah, that's what I thought. And if I give you this, we do have manpower, we do not have enough infantry equipment, we do not have support equipment. Alright, so we need to think about this, but you're gonna be leading the fight from now on in here, and we'll send our heavy divisions down south to here to deal with that. Alright, but this is looking really good. We've achieved our goal. Not all of it, but enough. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7 divisions are being taken. You guys can also advance. Really nice. You guys can actually attack these guys, because the fact that they attacked is absolutely ridiculous. It makes no sense at all. But thank them for it. Actually, why are you guys attacking them? It makes no sense.
Toparlanın. Hazırım.
Yeah, just support this attack and start locking it in. It's mountain sink as well. Alright. Well, the pocket is being closed. We now control most of Northern Africa. Alright, I'm kind of confused what's going on here. They...
Hadi gidelim.
Ah, we've taken this area. Alright. Alright, alright. So they have...
Gitmeye hazır.
So what if you attack like this? So there's one British division here that's not supposed to be there. Alright, I'm confused. That map part is not making much sense to me.
Dikkat. Emirleriniz. Efendim.
Okay, this is looking really good. This is looking really good. Minimizing casualties, maximizing efficiency. Couldn't be happier. Just need to clear out the deficit, and I'll probably order one more batch of support equipment and field artillery, and then we're gonna order 2 batches of infantry equipment. Just for the hell of it. If there's really just one division here defending Algiers, we might have a chance at a quick strike. Nothing here, right? Yeah, nothing there.
Harekete hazırım. Emriniz. Harekete hazırım.
Okay, I have no idea. This is so confusing. But alright, we've taken these 2 territories.
Çabuk, çabuk, çabuk. Burayı dinle.
Now we'll keep pushing. And it would probably make sense to reinforce these areas as well, because I have a feeling we might suffer heavily here if we don't. Well, I mean, the units are coming, so who knows?
Emirlerinizi bekliyorum. Hazır ol.
Alright, we need you guys, and we need you guys, and we need you to support this. It's gonna be a really bad fight. Nah, it's actually pretty neat. So we will encircle them in Batna, which is actually pretty good. That is a decent province, or the elimination is gonna be fairly easy.
Hazır ol.
So you guys encircle this area of Algiers, and we might be able to take it. There is even a railway, so that's good for us. We own the entirety, and that's gonna be our next what would you call it? Next staging point, I guess, would be the right way to put it. So one more field artillery. For the first time, we're actually in the positive, and we're even producing a pretty decent amount of new guns. More factories are being put online as we speak.
Bana kulak verin.
And the ones of you behind really need to get a move on.
Emredersiniz.
Alright, this is just you guys actually support this attack,
Hizalanın.
and so can you, because there's really no point in dragging this out. We need to close on them.
Harekete hazırım. Hazırım.
Alright, so the siege is like this.
Hazırım efendim.
Cavalry will control this area,
Harekete hazırım.
and you guys will lay siege to Algiers.
Bana kulak verin.
And you guys will actually advance towards Oran.
Hazırım.
Alright, so this is taken, and we just have to launch a final strike against Batna, which is gonna be a heroic fight, where many of the good British soldiers are unfortunately going to die. But I'm prepared to make that sacrifice.
Hadi hadi hadi.
Alright, so you guys stop with that.
Emredersiniz efendim. Hazırım efendim.
And we start again. Man, with artillery, our units are just doing so much better. They were so weak because they were undersupplied, and now they're actually doing so good. And we even have really good artillery available.
Hazırım efendim. Emirleriniz. Hazırım efendim.
Okay, guys, we really need to start locking them in here.
Beni dikkatle dinleyin.
And eliminating them.
Emriniz yok mu?
You guys are actually doing... Man, are they not defending Oran at all?
Toparlanın. Hazır ol.
It's a little bit confusing, but it looks like they aren't.
Hazırım.
I mean, once all of our units are in position, we are gonna launch an attack. The North African situation is really amazing. Even the one in Djibouti is going great. Surprisingly great. It's area 2. So I couldn't be happier.
Yürümeye devam edin.
Alright, and the elimination here is done, basically. That was way faster than I actually expected it to. Alright, sad,
Beni dikkatle dinleyin.
but not sad. You guys have so much attrition,
Hazırım.
and so do you. Guys, get the hell in there. Okay, Oran is also completely undefended. That's crazy.
Emredersiniz efendim.
Okay, we really don't need you over there. So you go back to Bizerte.
Emredersiniz efendim.
We also don't need all of you here. One
Hazırım efendim.
division is enough.
Hazırım komutanım.
So all of you guys can actually move here as well. Go.
Hazırım. Emriniz.
Alright, so all of you are in position. I think we can attack. Yes, that's just a small division, so despite the fact that we are not planned and undersupplied, this is gonna be really easy, hopefully. Yes, alright. And it's gonna make sure that the supply situation will greatly improve. Oh wait, there's actually more of them.
Harekete hazırım. Emriniz.
And there is a naval invasion in the Aegean Sea. There might be, I don't see it though. Alright, so we need to fix this as well. Wow, even that one unit would have been enough. But more coming, and it's gonna get better.
Bana kulak verin. Emirleriniz.
Actually, this is your plan, guys. Executed. Oh, wow. Poor guys. Alright, more support equipment as we really want to build up a stockpile. So we're missing trucks. That's about it. Well, Archer has fallen. And our cavalry units are slowly moving towards Fez. I'm expecting the Americans to actually spawn here, because that is a place where they will most likely have a lot of interest in coming. But we'll see.
Efendim?
Alright, so we actually made it through to Djibouti, and that means this area is under our control. It also means that we need desperately more units, for which we do not have infantry equipment. Because the amount of ports is increasing and we are risking more and more enemies coming at us. I mean, I can use the regular infantry to hold the northern Africa and move some of the, some of the irregulars elsewhere, but it's not exactly ideal.
Efendim?
Okay, so Oran is actually defended.
Emirleriniz? Hazırım komutanım.
Alright, you guys will stick to Algiers. Yeah, we definitely need more regular infantry equipment. Alright, do we want anything from here now? Bonus for truck. No, we definitely want the adaptive army, unfortunately. The terrain of our empire is not the most pleasant one. With the deserts of Arabia making it hard to supply a large army, the harsh weather of our eastern front makes it hard to push. We must prepare our army for every situation. The attrition is really important. Alright, the British are actually retreating. You know what, I can actually use this army. As I said before. Because we really need to make sure that these places are secure. So you guys will just guard the ports, which requires 6 divisions, and we get 7. Alright, that's perfect. Alright, you get to Oran. One of you actually go over here. Well, this is the state. That's really nice. We need to end the episode somewhere, so I think this is as good a place as any other. But in this episode, we've made quite a lot of advancement. We've taken Djibouti and opened our way into invading this area. And we have taken control of most of Algiers. The rest is going to be taken during the next episode, and we're preparing to invade Morocco. which is awesome any way you look at it. And we are also looking at a possibility of sending you guys now to this area to actually do something, because I don't think... Do we have any Americans present already? No, but there are some tanks. Because we need to help these guys. If you want to do anything. We can't really... Because I mean, as an Ottoman Empire, we have won. It's just a question how that we need to make everybody else win too. Italy is usually the easiest to crack. But it really depends all on the ability to strike at this area. But we do have enough area here to do it. So if I could field a couple more of these... But it's going to be 100% contingent on us being able to actually get good howitzers, which we do not have. We're working towards them, but until we get them, it's not gonna be possible. But yeah, look at that, it's gonna be amazing. And we might also... Land warfare facility. Might also want to look at that project for super heavy howitzer. I mean, it has less impact than the newer one that we're actually wanting to build. We'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. See you in the next one.